I got to tell you this story. Me and Verzi, New Jersey's own Paul Verzi, the pride of what do we say? The pride of Red Bank. Nah, he's too dumb to be in Red Bank. We'll say Trenton. We were working in Portland, Oregon, and we're staying at this fucking hotel, right? And there was some sort of glee club convention of people like 50 years, 40, 50 years old. Like they called themselves Harmony Incorporated. And they were having like this regional, this regional, I don't know what, this sing-off thing between these different a cappella bands. Not bands, they just sing a cappella. And every year they have a different theme. So this year was superheroes. So there's all these old ladies and guys walking around with Superman capes, and they're harmonizing in the fucking lobby, right? So me and Verzi are standing outside smoking these cigars, right? And it's fucking freezing out and shit, but you can't smoke anywhere anymore. So we're standing outside smoking these things, and all of a sudden we see this guy come walking out. He's got like a wife beater on, a beer belly, and these mutton chops, and his jet black hair slicked back, and a big medallion. I'm thinking he's an Elvis impersonator, right? And he comes walking out, and turns out he's Wolverine from X-Men. He didn't have mutton chops. It went up and around like he had dyed his beard, I guess. I don't know whatever. And he's got he's got this gardener glove with like 3 butter knives coming out of it, and he's got this giant cigar. And I'm like, please come out here. I got to talk to this guy. So we come out there, and he tells us the whole fucking story. And in the middle of us telling the story, his wife is bringing the car around. And I swear to God, I said something and I made him laugh, and he farted, and he didn't address it. Okay, he's standing there dressed like Wolverine with these butter knives coming out, and he laughed as he was telling this story, and it wasn't just like a quick one. It went like, swear to God, I thought he shit himself, and he didn't address it, and he sort of like, at one point, he gave one swat behind his ass, like to make it go away. And I thought he did it with his regular hand. Verzi insists that he did it with his butter knife hand. Either way, he didn't address it. And I was sitting there going like, did he just fart? Was that Verzi who farted? And I fucking looked at Verzi, and Verzi's looking at me. He just had this look on his face like this dude just farted. And I had my hoodie up because it was cold out. I buzzed down my head, so my head was fucking cold. So I put my hoodie up. I had my hoodie up when I was smoking. When I saw Verzi's face, I just turned around and I couldn't look at either one of them, and I was laughing my ass off. And fortunately, his wife pulled up. And I left Verzi by himself. Verzi had to look at this guy and keep the conversation going. After this, he basically sharted right in front of us and never addressed it. And so Verzi tried to say, there's your wife, pulling up with the car, but he was laughing. It made no sense. He just said, oh, there's your wife, but you'd never laugh at that. But because he just farted, he's like, oh, there's your wife. So it sounded like he was laughing at his wife, like how fucked up she looked. But she didn't. She was beautiful. And he's like, all right, guys, see you later. And he waves with his butter knives. And he just fucking got in the car and drove away, looking like a fat, retired Wolverine. Oh, my God. We fucking laughed our asses off, and we just kept imitating that fart. It's like it fucking came around a corner. Anyways, that's gross. What are we doing here on this fucking podcast?